Hi, my name is Olivia Adbacher, and I'm going to be talking about my GLP Interaction 1 with Jamie Lee, who is a Korean international student at Michigan State University. She's in her third year here. And first off, I'd like to say that she was amazing, and I was very excited to meet with her. We met on February 22nd at Brody Hall, where she lives. February 20th. We met for an hour, and I met her after work. And so going into this meeting, I was kind of nervous, but after meeting with her, she was amazing, and I was very comfortable talking with her during our conversation. Her life is very interesting, so that was really exciting to get to talk to her about. When she started talking, she was like, wow, I have so many more things to say, which I thought was very funny. I was a bit overwhelmed by just how many things we could talk about. I didn't want to talk to her too much because we definitely went over an hour. Well, it was nice. We just kind of got to know each other this first meeting. So one of the couple of the things that we talked about were just kind of her background. She was born in Korea and she moved to Romania when she was 2 years old. And then she went to an international school while she was in Romania until fourth grade. And then in fourth grade, her and her family moved to California here in the United States, where she went to a school here until high school. So then in high school, she had to move back to Korea because her family's visas were expired. So back in Korea, she went to an international school because in Korea, you have to go to an international school if you did not go to Korean public, like middle school, elementary school. So she went to a Korean international school for high school. Some other things about her parents are missionaries. So she was kind of explaining to me throughout our entire conversation that her upbringing was very different than most Korean students or Korean children, and how that kind of impacted her life. So for instance, her mother is a singer, and she wanted her child to grow up with very different structure, be not as stressed out as many other Korean students. Her father grew up in the country, whereas many other Korean students are forced to live in the cities. So Jamie was very thankful for that. She really liked how her parents raised her. She said that she was very grateful for that. She also really identified with Romania as being her kind of home country. So although she's from Korea, she identifies Romania as being her home country in terms of where she spent the most of her childhood and where a lot of her friends are today. So I thought that was pretty interesting too. So a lot of the stuff we talked about was the fact that I had never heard of an international school before. So an international school is built by the United States, and they go to different countries, and they have United States curriculum. So if you have Americans in that other country, American children can go there to learn English. Locals in that other country can learn English as well if they're interested in that. So we didn't go into like specific subject areas, like if they learned the United States, American history, like things like that. I want to ask her about, but I thought about it after because I think that would be very interesting to hear about. So some of the things that we found were similar and different between our educational histories, where we kind of worried about the same things in high school, even though they were different in how we worried about them. So we both worried about college applications. That's something that I think a lot of high school students do worry about. However, in Korea, it's very, very structured and stressful. The school life is very stressful for students. They go to these academies where you go to public high school every day, then you go to academy at night. You could stay there till 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, preparing for tests, preparing for general studies, preparing for the ACT and SAT, which Jamie did take to get to Michigan State. We also talked about how we both worried about tuition and scholarships for college, although international students pay so much more money than we do, which I thought was just insane. We also agreed that some of the things that made us happy were the same, like our friends. She also was involved in extracurricular activities, which is different than most Korean students, she said, and a lot of her friends were not involved because they were always at the academy, so that was something that was very interesting. I'm really excited to get to learn more about her. I'm running out of time. She was really amazing, and I can't wait for interaction too.